19 years old. I had issues with alcohol, marijuana pills, cocaine, and I'm from Johnston, Rhode Island. Yeah, I moved to DC about a year and a half ago, and I moved in with my brother. But it didn't help at all. I found the people I needed to find in the first couple days, and was back off in the races fairly soon, within at least 2-3 weeks of living down there with him. When I started doing cocaine every day, I realized I had a problem, and I knew myself an addict. I always called myself an addict, but there was nothing that I wanted to do about it. I didn't want any help, and I was happy with where I was at the time. My drug use affected my family, me being ruining my relationship with them, and like my close friends that I grew up with didn't want to hang out with me anymore because they saw what I was falling into, and the drug use and just being on the street. They didn't want a part of that, so they stopped hanging out with me, and I got all new friends. It affected my family, my mother especially. She kept finding drugs in my room, and would get nervous and worry and always ask me questions, and the arguments and the fights just always kept going at each other. And I always constantly blamed my father for my problems because we didn't have a good relationship growing up, and I always pointed the finger at him, and I was always disrespectful towards my father. I discovered Palm Partners by mistake or by accident. I always say I found it by the grace of God, because I did. The programs I enjoyed the most at Palm Partners were the classes with Jerry. I love Jerry's insight and his peace of mind. He's got a lot of wisdom, and he always keeps me laughing, always keeps me going. At Palm Partners, I also enjoyed the nutrition classes, the classes that were health oriented at Palm Partners that weren't directly related for actual recovery, but just for a better, healthier life in general. I've always been into the gym and eating healthy, but I never really stayed consistent with it when I was out there on the street. And I enjoyed those a lot. They always gave me good reassurance and health benefits. You know, I was better myself in a healthy way. Another class I really enjoyed at Palm Partners was a community dance group. In the morning, we always get up, and there's a specific DJ that always comes out and plays different positive vibes of music. We have different tastes from around the world, different cultures, different just a whole bunch of different kinds of music that we all listen to at Palm Partners. And everybody gets up in the morning for a good 10 minutes, play a couple songs and dance. And I was there for 90 days, and I personally was up there every morning. I always have to show my love, you know, for my my building, my C block, and just, you know, motion creates emotion. Even though I put myself in a good mood, get a big smile on my face, and that was the best thing I enjoyed. Because no matter what, even if I was in a bad day, I always come in here and just let loose and just act a fool. Another thing I learned at Palm Partners was that everybody has a shot at recovery. When I came into Palm Partners, I was beaten up emotionally, spiritually, and just plain physically. I was miserable when I was out using. I was sick and tired, and the drugs stopped working for me. And I was slowly moving on to harder and harder drugs and just more use. And I really didn't want this. I'm going to say it again, but I was sick and tired of being miserable. And a lot of people, I just give them the advice to give it a shot. Because if you're like me, when I was out there, I just wanted to be happy, and I just wanted to like myself. If you give this program, if you give Palm Partners a shot, you can have a chance to finally love yourself and to be happy with who you are, to love life, and to be content with who you are.